Welcome to Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Cavaliers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. About to kick it away and get this season started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent.
Brings him to the open. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, West Virginia. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Cavaliers come to the line in the hurry-up. All right, guys, let's talk for just a moment about Virginia. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down, get the conversion, move the sticks.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Harmon. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
How about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Already a solid start to this. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Calls his own number. Oh, he's got some space. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And this bounces out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback and a turnover. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Harmon. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cavaliers are flying down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Rides the back on the option to give. He has the first and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Here's the handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Going to swing it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. A design run for the quarterback. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
Running back searching for a hole. Got the first down. Looking for more. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The RPO fired complete to the left.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And on that RPO, they just can't link up. Timing was a little bit off. The ball came out quickly, just not the most accurate throw, and the defense was in good position.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Back to pass, it's Harmon. Got it in the middle, it's Bryant. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They'll run this play from the pistol. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw, it's Harmon. Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.